Now we're going to talk about the pendulum serve. Now this is called the pendulum serve because your forearm comes down like a pendulum. Now the first thing to think about with the pendulum serve is the grip. Now the normal shake hand grip is like this, but it doesn't allow you to get enough wrist on the pendulum serve. So you need to modify your grip for the pendulum serve. So the way we do that is we take our 3 fingers off the bat and put them into a fist behind that, and then we move our finger slightly up on the bat as such. So that's how we hold the bat for the pendulum serve, and that really allows us to get a good wrist action on the ball. The next thing to think about with the pendulum serve is the stance. Now the basic stance is to stand side on. That really allows you to get a good pendulum movement through the serve. Now you may prefer to stand slightly less side on or even more side on, and if you watch a lot of the footage, most of the top players tend to stand a bit more around this way when they do the pendulum serve. But it's up to you, have a play around and see what you find best.
To generate backspin on the ball, you need to hit the ball in a downwards action. That will generate backspin. To show us a little bit easier, we've set up a fake ball here, and you can see by hitting the ball in a downwards action that you're generating backspin on the ball. You can see that ball moving backwards. When we're doing the pendulum serve, it's best to hit the ball in the earlier part of the pendulum swing as the bat is moving downwards. Okay? That will generate the backspin. Let's have a few looks at this. So you can see there the bat is still moving downwards when Jeff contacts the ball. So you can see the pendulum here as Jeff swings from up, down, and then the bat comes up again. So it's important to contact the ball for backspin as the bat is still moving down, the early part of the pendulum. Let's have a look at Jeff now doing this in slow-mo. You can see that Jeff's bat is very flat for the backspin contact. That also helps to generate the backspin. So the bat flat and forward and down. So back to normal speed, and let's have a look at Jeff going through his pendulum backspin serve. You'll notice that Jeff does some shadow swings, so without the ball. This is a really good way of making sure that you've got the action correct. Now we'll have a look at the backspin serve from a few different angles. Again, you'll notice the very flat bat. It's important after you serve to watch what happens to the ball. This gives you good feedback. See the backspin effect as the ball starts to go back towards the net. bend the bat very flat so that you can come underneath the ball and generate the backspin. Watch here as the wrist snaps through on contact. The next spin we're going to focus on is side spin. To generate side spin, you need to brush the ball in a sideways action. You can see now that the ball is going to move in a sideways motion, spinning sideways. Jeff is brushing the ball sideways. You're going to get some side spin on that ball. You can see Jeff's swing here as he swings down and contacts the ball right at the bottom of the swing. At the contact point, the bat is facing down towards the ground. Right there. Have a look at the effect now of the spin on the ball. The ball will curve past the camera. From a different angle, the ball really curves sideways. See the bat on contact pointing down towards the ground. When you're serving, it's important to watch the ball and look for the feedback that it's giving you. If the ball's curving, that means you're getting side spin. To generate the side spin, it will also help if you have your elbow up high. This will help you to get the end of your bat pointing down towards the ground. At the end, you should have a circle underneath your armpit. Most serves you'll find will have an element of side spin with them. You can combine the side spin with the back spin or the side spin with the top spin. To generate topspin now, we need to hit the ball in an upward motion. A good contact point here is around at 9. You can see now, with the topspin serve, you need to hit the ball in the later part of your pendulum swing as the bat is moving upwards. You can see here, Jeff's contacting the ball as the bat is coming upwards, right at the late part of the swing. To generate topspin, you need to brush up on the ball. Hit the ball in the later part of your swing. You'll see that the topspin makes the ball really kick forwards. For the short topspin serve, you need to keep the ball nice and low and skid it through. Keep your elbow up high and your bat facing forward. Have a look here as the elbow stays up high.
So here's the backspin serve, the side spin serve, and the topspin pendulum serve. You can see with the backspin, the bat's really flat and you come right under it and generate a lot of backspin. And if you watch here, you'll see the ball grip into the table and spin back towards the net. With the side spin serve, you're going to get your elbow up higher and come around to the side of the ball. That's really going to get a lot of side spin on the ball, and watch just how much it curves here. Now for the topspin, again you get your elbow up high, but you bring your bat forward and up on the ball, generating the topspin. It's going to give it a bit more of a kick.